This week, it's a news roundup. We got a follow-up story about Meta, we got some news about Apple, and we got some Nintendo stuff to talk about. So let's just go ahead together as a people and check it out! Welcome to another sensational Sunday. I'm Mike, and yes, we have some news to get into, so let's just get into it. So last week I did a whole video about Facebook's name change to Meta and what it could mean for the future of VR, and that I was kind of happy that someone was putting money into VR. That was pretty much it. I mean, I don't really care about what they're doing specifically, just that they're investing money into VR and AR. But there's a small hiccup with the name change. Apparently there's already a company called Meta. It's Meta PC. They've been around for about a year. So yeah, they already had the name first. And they're saying that they'll sell their name to Facebook for $20 million. And they also made like a meme of Mark Zuckerberg with like one of their PCs with their logo. It was kind of funny. But yeah, existing company already with that name, which isn't surprising. It's not like Meta is super unique. The other details about this is they actually just recently filed for the trademark for the name Meta, the other company, the PC company. So that still hasn't gone through yet. So there's a chance that they might not even get the trademark depending on what happens with the Facebook thing. But right now they don't really have the trademark for the name. But if they do get it before Facebook, then Facebook's gonna have to pay them some money. Either way, I think that they'll end up with the name. I think Facebook will probably just pay them $20 million. I mean, what's $20 million to them? That's like less than a day of ad revenue probably for them. So they'll probably just cough up the money. It's just kind of funny. Like, they didn't do a Google search to see if the name was taken. Like, Mark Zuckerberg's an Android. He could have easily just used his robotic eye and searched for it, but they didn't. They didn't even see if the name was available or was being used by any other company. Okay, I apologize, because I did say last week that I wouldn't feed into the rumors anymore, that Mark Zuckerberg's an Android. Even though I did watch that video, his movements were very robotic the whole time, and I mentioned the edge up last week, but we're just going to move on. We're moving on to Apple stuff now. So new rumors came out about Apple's potential VR and a future mixed reality headset. This is another one of those Bloomberg leaks / rumors, so we got to take everything that's a rumor for a grain of salt. Basically, they're saying that Apple's VR headset could be out before the end of next year, and it could have an 8K resolution per eye. Now this would be the VR headset. The AR headset that's rumored would be years down the line because the technology is not there yet. With the VR headset, it'd probably be an all-in-one headset, kind of like the Oculus Quest, which makes a lot of sense for Apple considering that they already make their own chips. I could see them doing something really powerful. But let's be honest, it's not going to be affordable like an Oculus Quest, because if we look at Apple's pricing, let's break down Apple's pricing. Let me do the math really quick. So we're talking about 8K. Each K in Apple money is at least $100. So I'm gonna say it's not gonna be under $1,000. It's not gonna be under $1,000. Like, maybe it'll be like MacBook Air where it's like it's under $1,000 because it's $999. And I'm like, how is that under $1,000? I always get mad when people are like, it's under $1,000. It's only $999. Yes, technically. Yes, it's under $1,000. But then you get like 1 megabyte of storage, and it's like, well, that's under $1,000. What do you expect? It's cheap. I'm like, that's not cheap. That's still $1,000. That's $1 off. I can find that in the couch. So before I went off on the side tangent about the $1,000, which is my speculation, by the way, I don't know if I'm that excited about an Apple headset, mainly because I'm into gaming. I see Apple doing a headset to do more social experience and kind of a connected ecosystem thing, probably do virtual desktops inside the headset, things like that, which is fine. It's just gaming wise, I don't feel like Apple's really made a strong effort. Like, they have their game service on the iPhone, which I am subscribed to. There's a few games that I've played up there and it's been fun. I mean, the one thing I play is a solitaire game every day because it's solitaire. But I mean, they really haven't made a strong effort into bigger games, so I don't know how they would do in the VR space from the gaming perspective. I'm sure whatever headset they come out with would be pretty good, especially hardware-wise. I'm pretty sure it would destroy everything else in that market as far as a standalone headset, just because of how good their chips are. Like I said, for gaming, I don't know how they would do. Speaking of gaming, let's switch over to Nintendo because we got a few things to talk about. We got some tidbits of information from them, some little tidbits from an investor call that they did. So now we have more of a concrete timeline of when we can expect a proper follow-up to the Switch, like their next system. And they confirmed 100% by 2099 we will have a follow-up to the Switch. If you hold off until 2099, then you'll definitely have a new Switch follow-up console by then. So yeah, basically they're not committing to any realistic date, because we all know that we're going to get another console before 2099. They did mention that the Switch is in the middle of its life cycle. It's been out for almost 5 years at this point. By March it'll be 5 years. So that makes sense considering how long the 3DS lasted. I could see this being like an 8 to 10 year console. And if they are in it for the long haul, this is like halfway through the life cycle. There is a chance we might see another refresh, like a more powerful version of the Switch. I still think that there's a chance for that, but I'm not getting my hopes up at this point. I'm actually perfectly happy with the OLED. I think it's an amazing upgrade if you're playing handheld. Speaking of the Switch and hardware in general, Nintendo might actually break their own record and have growth for system sales for a 6th year in a row, which would be amazing. So right now, the Nintendo Switch as a whole is around 93 million sold, which is really impressive. They're actually getting close to like the Wii numbers, which is crazy. And with the Switch OLED coming out and it's just literally flying off the shelves. You know how mad I was when I tried to buy a Switch OLED and I couldn't find one? I was like, it's not even a big upgrade. Why is everybody buying this? And then I bought one and I was like, you know, this is more substantial than I realized. But that's not the point. The Switch OLED isn't even really counted into this yet, so they really could break their own sales records. And I wonder if they'll get close to the PS2 number, which I believe is like 155 million by the end of the Switch life cycle. It'll be really interesting to see where they go from here. But yeah, I definitely think that they can get a lot more out of the Switch. I think it's definitely mid-life cycle. So they had like a slide during their presentation for investors that kind of showed, you know, the DS and the Wii, and then them getting to the Switch, and then, you know, question marks for the potential next system. So I think they're really in it for the long haul. I mean, the Wii lasted from 2006 to 2017, according to that slide, when they dropped the Switch. Wait a minute. Put that picture back up. Wasn't there stuff that happened in between the Wii and the Switch? And also the DS and the Switch? I feel like there was other stuff that happened between like 2006 and 2017.
No.
But I'm pretty sure there was a...
No.
But what about the Wii?
No.
What about the regular version of Mario Kart 8? What system did that...
Drop the subject.
But...
Drop it. Drop it.
Well, I guess that's going to bring this video to a conclusion. But if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to get notified when I drop a video. And as usual, remember to do at least 2 things at the same time. Peace.